There's a lot of exciting cars here, but maybe none more exciting than the Cayenne Hybrid and the Panamera Hybrid S right behind us, unveiled yesterday. Now, how does this car work exactly? I know gas prices are astronomical right now. Everybody's worried about gas. Hybrids are eco-friendly. They're environmentally friendly. They're the direction everybody's going in. But in a sports car like a Panamera?
Yes, we can play this game too. In fact, the Panamera S Hybrid is a very, very comfortable vehicle as well. So you're looking at, first and foremost, a Porsche. So you're talking about 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds still. In a hybrid? In a hybrid.
Sedan?
Sedan, luxury sedan. Yes. The way we get to this time is we have two different power plants in this vehicle. We have a 3-liter V6 supercharged combustion engine, which on its own will produce 333 horsepower. Additionally, we have an electric motor, which coupled with the 288-volt battery in the rear gives you another 47 horsepower. So in combination, you're looking at 380 horsepower in a hybrid.
Do you have to plug it in at all?
You do not have to plug it in.
How does this work? When does the electric motor go? When does the gas engine go? And what's the gas mileage like?
Well, first off, this is a parallel full hybrid system, which means that it can run just on the combustion engine or just on the electric motor, or they can work in tandem to give you an extra source of power. That's how you get to the 388 horsepower.
So the way I drive, what would my gas mileage be like?
We do not have EPA figures yet. I know, for the Panamera S Hybrid. But we did see a 10 to 12% increase in fuel efficiency on the Cayenne S Hybrid. Might be a good basis to start with in terms of an expectation.
10 to 12% is pretty good. So you're looking at, 3 or 4, maybe 5 miles to the gallon more.
Possibly, yes.
Talk about the features of the car. Obviously, the handling doesn't change, and the braking doesn't change. So it's basically a Panamera with a better gas mileage and more eco-friendly.
Exactly. So let's take a look at some of the electric range capabilities. You can go over a mile, about 1.2 miles on electric only. You can go up to 53 miles an hour without the aid of the combustion engine in this vehicle. First and foremost, this is still a Porsche. So we want to make sure that anyone who's driving this vehicle, if they wish for the vehicle to perform dynamically, it can and will.
And what about the Cayenne hybrid? How does that differ from this, and how is it very true to the Cayenne?
The Cayenne S Hybrid actually has the same power plant, the same 333 horsepower combustion engine, and the same 47 horsepower electric motor, the same 8-speed Tiptronic S transmission as well. Big difference would be that the Cayennes are always all-wheel drive. So the Cayenne S Hybrid is built off the same all-wheel drive platform. In the Panamera S Hybrid, we had the luxury of choosing between a rear-wheel drive variant or all-wheel drive. And of course, to be more efficient and eco-friendly, we went with the rear-wheel drive variant for the Panamera S Hybrid.
These cars are both gorgeous. The question is, if somebody got into them and didn't know that much about Porsche, would they know the difference between this and a regular Panamera? Would they still feel the rush of the acceleration? Would they still feel great handling? And the same thing with the hybrid. Would they notice the difference between, or with the Cayenne rather, would they notice the difference between the Cayenne and the hybrid Cayenne?
You're going to notice a difference, but in different ways. So for instance, the hybrids actually have more torque. And that's an effect of the combination supercharger, which gives you more torque at a lower end, and also the electric motor. So both of these vehicles have 428 pound-feet of torque available at 1,000 RPMs. And that's a lot. That's
very impressive. Yeah. And very early is right. So it's going to give you that rush, especially off the line. Beautiful, beautiful vehicles. What are we talking about for entry price on these cars?
The Panamera S Hybrid starts at $95, and the Cayenne S Hybrid starts around $67.
So it's not really that much of a premium to go hybrid.
It's not. In fact, the Cayenne S Hybrid is just a few $1,000s more than the Cayenne S, and the Panamera S Hybrid is priced very close to the Panamera 4S.
And you don't have to plug it in at all?
Nope, no plugging in at all, and you don't have to tell it when to use the electrical system. It simply responds to your throttle input. So if you are at a red light and it turns green and you're soft on the gas, it'll pull off in electric-only mode, and the combustion engine will kick in as is necessary, either due to range or your power input. Or on the other hand, if you slam the gas, you're going to get both powertrains pushing the vehicle to maximum acceleration.
What about the battery? You ever have to change the battery?
Battery has a 7-year warranty on it, on the vehicle, and there's no scheduled maintenance.
PDK and manual transmission for the Panamera?
Neither in this case.
Neither.
For the Panamera S Hybrid, this is the only Panamera that comes in the Tiptronic S, the 8-speed variant. The rest of the Panameras in the U.S. are only offered in PDK.
And the Cayenne, I would imagine, is just the automatic.
Yeah, the Cayenne for the S Hybrid, you are looking at just the Tiptronic S. You can, in the V6 Cayenne, get a manual transmission if you desire.
That would be a little weird.
We don't sell as many of them.
Thank you so much.
Certainly.
I really appreciate your time here on Sports.com.